Hello, Scorpio. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the last portion of August 2021. I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you, and we will get into your reading, okay? Show me energies for the sign of Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for August 2021. You have acceptance here. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. You have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And you have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Okay, Scorpio. Show me for Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you come across this reading at a later date and it resonates with you, feel free to apply the message to your life. You know, these are not personal readings, these are general readings, but if it's making sense for you, definitely, you know, take what makes sense, leave what doesn't. Time is fluid. Or, well, at least in tarot land it is. Three more. Thank you. Okay, Scorpio. First energy you have out is the Three of Cups coming through here. The Chariot. The King of Cups. This is your energy. Here's Scorpio, Cancerian energy as well. Judgment here. The Six of Swords. The Ace of Cups. The Five of Wands. The Hangman. And you have the Knight of Pentacles here. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups here. So there's a lot of emotional confusion, first off, which I'm picking up here with the Seven of Cups, but also with this energy here. Scorpio, you guys, let's see. So like Venus will be entering into, I feel like a preparatory energy for some reason, for you guys for some reason, like preparing for something here. This could be work related, it could be financial, it could be relationship related as well, okay? But what I want to say here is that Venus is going to be entering your sign somewhere in the first or second week of September. I think it's like September 11th or 12th or something like that. I can't remember. But that energy, it can put a lot of focus on connections, you know, communication, you know, deep emotional connections. There's depth with that when Venus is in Scorpio, you know, so it's like really kind of flushing out all of those deep energetic woundings, the necessity for communication. If it's not wounding, it's just high velocity, high passion, you know, so there's a lot of passionate energy here. You know, and in regard to work as well, it can also talk about, you know, you being very direct in how you're spending your time at work, you know, focusing on your passion projects, you know, things that bring you happiness, things that bring you emotional satisfaction, things that bring you money, you know, that kind of energy as well. I feel like this situation, though, is a little bit more relationship focused here. And I feel like there's been a period of acceptance, or maybe there will be a need for acceptance in the future. A lot of loneliness and worry in regard to things. And what I'm feeling here, you know, we don't have the Romance Angel Reconciliation card coming out, but we do have the Three of Cups and the Judgment card, which are both cards that do have levels of reconciliation energy attached to them. There's also an element here in the dead center of this reading of the Six of Swords. So it's wanting to put difficult times behind you and move to calmer waters, whether that's with yourself or with another person. New opportunities in love, healing love, You know, it's kind of like talking a little bit here to me about like at least wanting to communicate with somebody. And, you know, for Scorpio too, with Venus coming into your sign, I think it's important to honor those feelings if you have been disconnected from somebody. And this could be family too, or a friend. It doesn't just have to be love relationships. I feel it is love. But if you have this like buried heart in yourself that needs to be expressed, or if there's unsaid, you know, things that need to be communicated between you and a person, you and a previous partner, something where we're wanting to at least like express ourselves. It doesn't have to be that you're, you know, wanting to make something new happen. Kind of feels that way, but also it's acceptance of what is to come, you know. And here I feel with worry in the dead center, it's like we're worried, can we move past this? Can we move away from this? Is there opportunity for that to happen here? And there's a lot of emotional cycling here, Scorpio. I feel like you're kind of deeply emotionally, it's like, you know, what, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like when snakes get really stressed out, sometimes they'll swallow their tail and they'll just like eat themselves, basically. They'll swallow themselves. I can't remember what that's called. And then we have this loneliness energy here. So a lot to unpack here, but it's on an emotional level. And I feel like this is kind of an opportunity for Scorpio to get very involved with their emotions when it comes to honesty, and respecting themselves when it comes to their emotions, and also expressing themselves when it comes to emotional depth and quality of conversation and people that we have in our lives, and just giving that back, opening it up, being available here. So we start this reading out with the Three of Cups. You know, this is a card of celebration. It's a card that has energetic connections to reconciliation, which I feel heavily here. You know, but it also, it's communicating and getting on a connected level where we can see eye to eye with somebody. It's asking somebody out for coffee, for a date, you know, it's going to dinner with somebody. There's an element of excitement here when it comes to trying to connect with a person, you know, and I feel like this is a person. This doesn't really talk a lot about jobs, you know. So there's this element of excitability, excitement here, Scorpio, where it's like we're trying to move forward here. And with the Chariot, the King of Cups, this is this is a lot of emotional, the emotions are driving this situation here, Scorpio. And I feel like this has been bottled up for a while here with acceptance and worry and loneliness. Okay, it feels like this energy has been bottled up for a while and we need to express it, but we also need to get our direction straight. Okay, we need to get what we want to say out in the best way possible. For some of you that aren't dealing with anybody from your past, this can literally be dating new people and having a really damn good time doing it and meeting somebody that's really awesome here. You know, for those of you, that energy is present as well. And it just literally is like, do I end up with, you know, giving this person more of my time? Maybe so. And it leads to more, you know. But overall, I feel like there's a deeper message here for Scorpio. And I feel like there's an element of really needing to be honest about what we need. I feel like that's kind of been overlooked here, Scorpio. And like we've stuffed that down, or whomever I'm talking about has stuffed that energy down. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need love. I don't need this person. I don't need to be honest about my feelings. That kind of energy, it's like shoving things down, putting them on the back burner because they're difficult to experience or express. And with Venus coming into your sign soon, there's going to be an emphasis on that. And it's going to be something that, you know, can be a bit rough if you ignore it. You know, it just cycles within yourself and it leads to more loneliness and worry. So why don't we accept what we're feeling and try to get out of this loneliness and worry, okay? Even if there's no like reconciliation or things don't go your way, at least we've expressed ourselves and we're no longer harboring that energy within us, okay? Chariot. Trust that things happen for a reason. Trust that things are being balanced. This is you balancing your energy. It's you putting the things that are most important in your life into focus here, especially when it comes to directing your energy towards things that you want, passion projects, but also things that you're passionate towards. it's you putting your invested time in that energy. It's you focusing on it. This could be work energy. It could just be the plan on how to, I feel like there's kind of like this, what I'm seeing, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's like stairs. It's like stairs or books like lined up, and like they kind of go from low to tall, and they're stacked in a certain way. And it's like Scorpio's down here and we need to come up, 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 And so it's like trying to dig yourself out of something. Okay, so the books are talking about knowledge then. And I'm not talking about like book smarts. It's like an internal knowledge or a knowledge of growth that you've experienced here, Scorpio, that maybe is now needing to be applied, or maybe there's a shift in the perception of how we're experiencing things here. So an acceptance of that. And so it's like we've tried to hold ourselves down here for a long period of time by ignoring or rebuffing or not expressing, and it's going to be flushed out. So here's an opportunity to start to grow in a different way, but it requires you to be honest about something, about your feelings, about the knowledge that you've experienced here. And it feels like there is a lot of knowledge that you've gained from this experience within yourself. But then again, I kind of keep feeling like this, like stuff it down, stuff it down. That's kind of a weird energy here, Scorpio. For the King, but either way, the Chariot, it talks about balancing our direction, putting our needs first. And when we do that, we start to move in a very positive way. Okay, the direction is focused and it's clear. These don't move, the Sphinx don't move unless we have balance in our life. This is regaining balance here, perhaps with a person. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with another water sign here, Scorpio. The King of Cups, though, this is a card of somebody who has love, in their heart. They want to engage in loving connections. They are available for that. They're ready to love. They're ready to be patient and pursue things that have value and meaning, and they're prepared for the road ahead, even if there's conflict. Which is interesting, because if we are talking about reconciliation, Three of Cups, judgment, conflict here with the Five of Wands. Like there is an element of needing to find calmer ground, needing to find a better way to communicate ourselves, needing to heal a certain situation, needing to heal it through love, but also needing to heal ourselves through love here too. Getting out of this emotional confusion. What's underneath this? The Queen of Pentacles. So could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that nurtures the self. They take care of their energy, they take care of their stability, their finances. They're somebody that views their home as their, environment to thrive in. And whether that home is an actual stable, brick and mortar home, or if that home is the physical body, the self, it's being more stable here. With the Seven of Cups, this is all about emotional confusion and having a difficulty making a decision that will impact you in an emotional way. And also having other decisions that can be also presented with it, but like it feels like there's one being focused on, and it's like, I feel like somebody's taken other opportunities versus like trying to focus on this, and they've negated something here, Scorpio. So moving forward, we have the Judgment card. So again, a necessity to be very honest here. And I think with judgment, worry, loneliness, potentially having to accept an outcome here, it's like we have to make a decision. We have to either speak up or, forever hold your peace kind of energy. Go. Go. And with Venus coming into your sign, Scorpio, I do want to say that can be really heavy. It can be really heavy. It's a good energy. It flushes up a lot of emotions, but if you don't express, or if you're not honest about these emotions and these feelings and these, things in yourself, they will eat you up. And then it becomes like an internalized problem. It's more stuffing down. It's more negating your truth. It's more, keeping yourself mute. It's not a good thing. So decision-making time, change. With the Judgment card too, this is also finalizing situations, or, putting your final thoughts on something. It could also be somebody dealing with that on their own. Maybe you're the one that needs to come to a certain level of acceptance here. Six of Swords, again, moving away from choppy waters to calmer waters. It's an ease of the mind and the emotions. Here we have discord with the mind and the emotions. It's like a whirlwind, you know, a little typhoon happening. It's not good. The goal here is to make this as smooth as possible here. With the Chariot here, the Six of Wands, you know, with bringing ease to a situation through communication and emotional expression, things will flow, things will move, you know, no matter the outcome, they're no longer stagnant here. And I feel like we're getting out of a sense of stagnancy or a situation of stagnancy. With the Hangman here as well, this is talking about pause, taking pause. And there still is pause. There's a lot of slow movement here, Scorpio. I'm not sure why there's so much slow movement here, but there's a lot of like hesitancy, you know. Should I move forward? Should I, you know, and yes, no matter what, yes, we don't want, the goal is to not sit in our emotions. And that's what it feels like's going on here, Scorpio, you know. And what happens when we do that? We move towards love. We move towards an emotional connection. We move towards being able to express ourselves on an emotional level with somebody that we fucking care about here. I feel like you guys do that. Like sometimes you get into these situations where like you cut things off or like you don't engage in a situation or perhaps like, I don't know. And sometimes you're total little shitbags and you deserve what you get. But like, and everybody does. I'm not trying to like be, you know, mean towards you, but like, you know, sometimes you eliminate situations in your life because of this deep connection, because of this emotional, like, you know, you experience something through somebody where there's this emotional upheaval and you don't know how to address it, or you don't know how to communicate about it, or you don't know how to whatever it, accept it even. Some of you, you don't know how to accept it. You don't know how to accept love sometimes. And it's too confronting. And then it can cause you to retreat and go within yourself and harbor it. And then it's like you pick yourself apart. Like, why did I do that? Okay, no, well, that person doesn't mean anything anyhow. You can convince yourself that somebody doesn't mean anything when they actually mean the world to you. You know, so be very cautious and conscious of how you go about that, because it's to your detriment if you allow it to go in that direction, Scorpio. Either way, moving towards opportunities in love, healing, connection. This is emotional connection. I'm hearing caress. So to touch somebody, Okay. To touch somebody. Maybe touch is lacking in your life right now, or maybe to touch this person is what you want most. There's a passionate energy here that feels like it's a deep desire, passion, connection. Moving towards the Five of Wands here, this is conflict. This is not knowing how to communicate towards something. This is second guessing yourself, you know, letting all the voices in your head take, you know, position and kind of fuck up your opportunities. You know, that's a challenging energy. This is asking us to be very conscious about how we do that, Scorpio. Also, too, within this energy, if you have any connection to family or a group of friends or people that you have in your life and they judge your relationships, or they say that you can't have them, or that, you know, maybe it's harsh judgment because you feel like you're going to be, whatever this relationship is, it brings conflict to a certain degree, you know, and so you perhaps let it alone or you ignored it. This is problematic because it goes against what you want, and which is this, you know, and by also experiencing life that way, you're allowing other people to rule your existence. You're allowing other people to make your decisions for you. Because why? You're scared? Because you're not comfortable accepting your love or your depth of emotion for somebody here, even if it's someone that's not like typical. I don't know what this is, but this is what it feels like. You got to get away from that energy, Scorpio. Trust in love. Trust in the opportunity of love. Don't be conflicted about that. I'm going to clarify everything here, but, you know, that's what I'm picking up. Because then it just leads right back to the Hangman, you know, taking a pause, taking a break, not sure, needing another look at things before I make my move. You know, and in a way that's good, because with the Knight of Pentacles here, it tells me that you're moving forward, or at least you're willing to make progress. But it's slow, and I feel like this has been slow. been slow, and it's led to you being lonely, or somebody here being incredibly lonely. It's heavy energy. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is telling me that the direction that you choose moving forward is one of stability, one of diligence. It's something that you see the value in and that you move forward with or towards with intention. And I'm feeling deep intention here, Scorpio. So there's an element here where we need to be very honest about our feelings again. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify this reading for you guys, and we'll get into it. Show me energy for the sign of Scorpio. Clarify this reading, please. All right, show me the Three of Cups here for Scorpio, please. So you have the Seven of Wands coming out. You have the Empress. You have the Two of Swords here. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, clarifying the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The energy is to connect here, Scorpio. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like you've taken some time and there's a necessity to see this situation in a different way, in a different position. With the Empress here, whoever this person is, possibly Taurus, there's a lot of attraction here, but like you're kind of seeing this person, or whomever I'm talking to, you're seeing this person as like a beacon of light, or there's something very different about this person versus other people. There's a nurturance about this person that fulfills or fills your life with a different type of energy. You know, it's something that's very nurturing, very loving, very caring. This is exactly what the King of Cups needs. It's that energy. But when the King of Cups is in reverse, or the King of Cups is downturned and not trusting of these things, you know, they have a way of rebuffing. They have a way of ignoring or turning away because it's too deeply emotional. Too deeply emotional. So with the Empress here, it's about new beginnings, but also somebody seeing you or you seeing someone. I feel like I'm maybe talking to a male Scorpio here, I'll be honest. It feels like you're seeing somebody as a very loving human being, a very loving person, a light in your life here. And with the Two of Swords, you dare not say a thing. You shut things up. You don't talk about anything when the whole energy here, Scorpio, is about reconciliation, communication, being on board with this person here. Even if it leads to a friendship, you know, even if it is just coffee, who cares? It's still an opportunity to be in connection here. Open up, Scorpio. Show me the Chariot here for Scorpio, please. You have the Five... Ooh, I have a chair behind me. Get that out of the way. You have the Five of Swords here, Scorpio, for the Chariot here. Ten of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. I mean, if we can get in our way any further, let's keep going, you know. Like, Five of Swords, communication problems, stalling with communication, problematic communication, it's ego trips, shit like that. It gets in the way of your progress. It gets in the way of things moving forward here. It feels like in the past, because this can talk about past, present, future energy as well. With this energy, though, Scorpio, with the Chariot here, it's almost as if like there was an opportunity to have a very abundant flow with this person in the past, or have an opportunity that was like, go, go, go. It's like two people balancing each other out, or they had the opportunity to balance each other out, and somebody's communication or ego got in the way. There's a lot of that energy here with the Five of Swords. It's communication problems, needing to be right, needing to, you know, shut down conversations because whatever. It's control freak, you know. And when at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So this situation could have led you to a lot of abundance in your life, a lot of happiness, prosperity, a longer commitment, a life commitment here with the person. It's like the coulda, woulda, shouldas here. And I also want to say too, for some of you that have like influence with your families or your community or your religion, be careful about what you pay attention to. Be careful about how much stock you give that, because it essentially allows those things to dictate your happiness. Don't do that. Show me the King of Cups here for Scorpio, please. Oh my God, this card wants to come out, and I'm going to pull it out, but I feel like there's more. Is there more for Scorpio? With the King of Cups, is there more for the King of Cups? Thank you. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles here with the Queen of Swords. All right. So, Scorpio, you could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign. I feel like it's either way somebody who you see as stable, or you see as somebody who you want to be a stable partner with. The Hermit at the bottom of the deck, you could also be dealing with a Virgo type person. Okay, but with this energy, Scorpio, we see this as something that we want to pursue in regard to stability, bringing foundation to this connection. This is somebody that is a healer. It's somebody that works with plants. They're very lovely with animals, with children. They nurture. You have the Empress, you have the Queen of Pentacles. They're very loving and nurturing energy, and yet she's pinned with the Queen of Swords. So what does this tell us? It's telling us that there's a necessity to communicate here, but this person is also going to be judging the situation very clearly in regard to what they need, you know? So again, I kind of feel like this kind of reconciliation energy, or at least you're going to need to face somebody that may be a little bit harsher, or even if they're not harsh, their intention is to be honest about a situation and find the truth out about a situation. So no sugarcoating, no BS, just straight up facts. And they're probably going to want to hear about what you truly feel about them. This energy is also coming up at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups. So you got a lot of Queen energy here. I don't know if this is part of the potentials that maybe somebody has explored in the past. A lot of partners, perhaps. You know, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups. You know, there may be a lot that is needing to be talked about here. Either way, though, this energy is telling me that there is a very deep, loving energy here. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, that's a couple. That's like they work in unison. You know, it's positive energy here. Even with this as well, the Nine of Cups as well. So emotional satisfaction, getting your needs met, being expressive about what is most important to you, and also asking what's most important to this person here, you know? I think that that's fair. Show me the Judgment card here for Scorpio, please. You have the Knight of Pentacles and Strength, Scorpio. So perseverance. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this has taken a long time, or somebody has dealt with a fair amount of patience here. I'm kind of wondering what has been presented or what has been already given to this situation, because this is talking about receiving for what you've given, or, you know, receiving back for what has been put towards the situation. You know, the Knight of Pentacles can talk about putting towards a situation, but he's here, and it almost seems like he's embarking on a new opportunity. So if this is you with Judgment, you know, communicating your feelings of wanting to take something to the next level, or at least wanting to make something happen, you know, with intention, you know, intentional here, and patience. Yes, I can see that with patience. This could be a patience card with the Three of Wands. But this is going to take strength, and it's going to take really dealing with the ego. I feel like the ego has been something of a game changer in this situation. There's a reader on YouTube. I'm not sure if she's even around anymore, but her name's Melissa, but she goes by Your Angelic Karma. She says this thing. She says, when strength is around, I know that the devil was lurking, or something like that. So when strength comes around, there's a reason for it, you know, and what I'm picking up here is ego. And I feel like there's an element here for somebody who like ignores their feelings, or they ignore their growth. They ignore situations that confront them. And that's problematic, because it's ego, you know, it's ego. So it's, you know, getting away from that. And here it's like, no matter what your intentions are, you still have to address that. If you look at this card, this lion is like screaming. It's screaming ego. It's telling me that there's an element here that needs to be really paid attention to, Scorpio. Show me the Six of Swords for Scorpio, please. Yep. I mean, shit. You got the devil and the 10 of cups here, Scorpio. And I feel like that's what we want to move towards, this 10 of cups energy. But also, what did I just say? Where strength is, the devil was lurking. Thank you, Melissa, from your angelic karma. Like, that is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, you have this devil energy, or this what I feel is sadness energy. And it's one of control, but it leads to sadness. It's like you remove things from your life, or you like put a decree on something, and you smash an opportunity, and then it's like we try to ignore it, but you can't ignore it, and this is something that you can't ignore here. So bottling your feelings doesn't work anymore. It never did, but it definitely doesn't work here. And with Venus coming into your sign in the next month, get prepared, baby, because it's going to fucking open you up. Okay? I also want to say here with the devil and the 6 of swords, if you're trying to move forward to a happier place, to a place of healing, you need to be fucking honest here, Scorpio. This is not about putting things under the rug. It's not about making yourself look like, you're coming. Get rid of the agenda. Be honest. This is what it feels like. Get rid of an agenda and be honest with your feelings. Be honest with this person. That is the only way anything will actually move forward here. 10 of Cups. If you want this, it comes with honesty, respect, integrity, and genuine effort. Show me the Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups for Scorpio, please. Ten of Swords. Lovers, bottom of the deck. So, kind of what I just said here. If you come at something with dishonesty, Scorpio, trust that it will fucking fail. It will fail, okay? It'll fail. I just want to say that here. If you come at it with genuine honesty and truth, you will have an outcome that can exceed your expectations. But this, again, is like almost a personal mission here to like not fight with the internal. And for those of you who are dealing with this type of situation on the receiving end of somebody like this, this kind of person needs to heal themselves. They need to tame their BS. They need to come in contact and accept certain aspects of themselves before they move forward with things. So this is a process of time, I do not advocate for people to be on hold, and put their lives on hold for other people. Like, no, that doesn't work, So if you need to listen to somebody about something, if you're on the receiving end of this, like, potential reconciliation, hear where this person is at, but also don't be blind to their issues. Don't be blind to their problems, and also keep a very open ear and listen with your heart when it comes to honesty in this situation here, okay? Scorpio, be careful about lying. Be careful about hiding your feelings here or pushing things under the rug, because it entangles you in a negative way. It's not healthy here. Where you could have something wonderful, it's not healthy here, And this also can tell me, too, with other people, you may have other entanglements. You have Queen energy, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, or at the other thing. You may have had experiences or sexual escapades or whatever relationships with these other people. There's a necessity to talk about that as well. Queen of Pentacles can also talk about mother energy as well. Either way, if you bring the truth, you get far better results here, okay? Far better results. Show me the 5 of Wands for Scorpio, please. You have the Page of Swords in reverse here for the 5 of Wands, and then you also have the 3 of Swords here, Scorpio, and the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, this is telling me that you've been stalking somebody, or somebody's stalking you, intentfully watching. I say stalking. I don't feel necessarily malevolent energy. I feel one of sadness. This is what I feel. This is why we're stalking. I know that I am never alone. This is why we're stalking. but there's so much worry involved with something that we're not communicating here. The Three of Swords is a heartbroken energy. It's sadness. It's not communicating things where we need to communicate, emotional disturbance, you know, being on the same page with somebody, bringing that clarity and emotional expression. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands. So this is something that's been a burden. Whoever this is, them holding in their feelings, not expressing, I feel like somebody's needing to grow here. There's an element of, okay. So I say that, and the immediate feeling I have is pushback. So that's an issue for this person then, like being challenged to grow. There's some sort of disconnect here with this person, Scorpio, where it's like they have an ambivalence to be accountable for their growth, or maybe they think that growth, I don't know what they think about growth, but it's like, you know, seeing things from a different angle, or seeing things that confront them and that bring conflict to them, even if it's beneficial. It's like, it hurts too much. It's too scary. I don't want to look at that. Like, that's what I'm feeling here. Is in conflict even about that. I feel like this person like does it and then they don't do it, and then they come back to it, and then they don't do it, and then they come back to it, and it's like, okay. And it's all heartbreak, loneliness, sadness, pain. Ten of Wands here. Under that, you have the Chariot. Move past it, Scorpio. You have the Chariot here, but the Five of Swords, it's almost as if like this negative attitude is holding you back, or whomever this is, you know. And again, if you're on the receiving end of this person has a lot to deal with, you know. But I feel like the element of even just talking to them or being able to connect a little bit does help to change that progression. I'm not saying you have to be the catalyst for healing for this person, but it feels like by the act of them communicating to you, there is an element of growth and transition here, even in their, just for their own right. You know, it's like them challenging themselves to even approach this is like, oh, it's a relief. It's a relief. Relieve yourself, Scorpio, or whoever I'm talking to. Jesus. Show me the Hangman. You have the Ace of Swords coming out here for the Hangman, Scorpio. Honesty, truth. Bring truth and honesty. Don't bring BS, okay? This is clarity of mind. It's, you know, we've sat on the sidelines, or we've been observing this for long enough. It's time to cut ourselves down from this, you know, branch and face our truths, face the honesty. Communicate clearly and effectively. Bring truth. This is all about truth. Do not BS anything, okay? Especially if you've had other people or situations that have been a boundary or a barrier here for this. You know, it's like if you have something of that nature, be honest about it. Show me the Knight of Pentacles for Scorpio, please. Show me the Knight of Pentacles for Scorpio. What is Scorpio moving towards? The Sun. The Sun and the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. The Eight of Cups often is given a lot of negative association because, oh no, I have to walk away. Yes, this type of shit, you do have to walk away from. This is not healthy energy to be remaining in. It's not healthy energy to reside in. It's not healthy energy for your mind to be a part of for so long. The Sun is bringing more opportunity than you could even imagine here. And even if this person does walk away from you, what's under here? The Knight of Cups. So, you know, I'll get into that in a second. But like whatever this is, it brings abundance, it brings shift, it brings change, it brings aha moments, acceptance, self-understanding, awareness. It brings happiness into your life. And I feel like that's what's been lacking. This whole energy that I'm picking up here feels gray and just worn out. It just feels like gray and worn out. And here, Scorpio, it's like there's an opportunity, but you have to step up to the plate. Be intentional. Be intentional here with the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow acting energy, but slow and steady wins the race. Very, very positive in that regard as well. New self-awareness and understanding. The Eight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Ten of Wands. And the Chariot again. So, you know, by leaving this behind, you have the opportunity to communicate. You have the opportunity to express. And I feel with the Ten of Wands, this has been such a difficulty to do here, Scorpio. And when you do, holy moly, the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. New opportunities, new beginning, communication, things that feel good. But we have to walk away from the stagnancy. There's a big level of stagnancy here that's just been pervasive. I want to go ahead and see these cards, acceptance, worry, and loneliness. Show me acceptance here for Scorpio. Actually, I'm being told worry first. So show me worry. You have the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands here with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, Scorpio, for worry. You have Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. So worry, I feel like this is walking away from something in your past because we didn't get a different perspective on it. We were looking through a lens of bullshit, you know, or maybe you were doing shitty shit, you know. The Seven of Wands can be one of high anxiety situations that are problematic for us or we don't feel comfortable in. Maybe that is also, you know, this doesn't just have to mean like a cheat or a liar. This can also, the Seven of Swords can also mean when you don't have, you know, many opportunities or when you don't have many choices. Sometimes we remove ourselves from something entirely because we don't feel comfortable in it. And by doing that, it goes against the other people that are involved. You know, it can be ghosting, it can be just cutting things off completely, you know, but like there's an element here where, you know, it brought a lot of anxiety. So that may have been like trying to, you know, get away from a path that you felt was like too, you were very much on it. So the initial connection here may have brought a lot of worry. Sometimes, Scorpio, it's like you crave deep emotions. And sometimes when you are matched in that regard, you know, it can be very difficult because it's like it conflicts with your stuff. You know, oftentimes you want depth and you get it. But if it's too much at once, it can be a lot. With the Eight of Cups here, either way, we needed to look at something in a different way, but we walked away from it. And it's like now the flavor of what everything is here is the Seven of Swords, you know, this negative association here. And it's like, I feel like you're worried about this person harshly judging you or not forgiving you here, you know, where it's you that needs to forgive yourself or whomever I'm talking to. Under that, you have the World. So this is over. It's something that's ended, but there's a transitional period here, you know. It's an awakening. Show me acceptance. No, show me loneliness. Okay, so I'm doing it all backwards. Show me loneliness. You have the Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Cups here. Nine of Coins at the bottom of the Nine of Coins at the bottom of the deck here. So Scorpio, with this energy, again, Three of Cups, Three of Cups. I feel like the Three of Cups popped out here again at some point. Maybe not. It was at the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure. Reconciliation energy, you know, wanting to connect, wanting to be a part of somebody, wanting to be part of a group, you know, wanting to connect with somebody. It's Seven of Pentacles here is an evaluation. It ties into this. It's like walking away, neglecting things. That is an evaluation. It's you evaluating yourself and also the other person evaluating your behavior. If that's what I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio male. I have to say that. I feel like, has this sealed the deal? Has this sealed the fate? That's the kind of energy with that Seven of Pentacles here. Communicate, Scorpio, connect with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups, there you are. So it's like you removed yourself. I remain removed. I can do everything on my own. I don't want to be part of anything. It's this, yet I love, or I'm deeply in love. And then underneath that, what? The Eight of Swords. So mental frustration, not allowing yourself to see things in a clear way, keeping yourself bottled up. What is that? Show me acceptance here for Scorpio, please. The Empress, Ace of Wands, acceptance and the Empress here. There's a lot of love for this person, Scorpio. You see this person as a very nurturing human being, and for the Empress to be coming up with acceptance, I want you to trust your gut and trust your feelings about this person if you need to open up here, because this person will accept you for where you're at. They'll do it with honesty, you know, and that's also honesty to themselves. They're not going to get railroaded or like run over by you if you're acting shitty or not being honest. But this person has the capacity to be available for communication, Scorpio. And it gives you a new opportunity to communicate. It lifts your spirits and it gives you hope for new things. What's under there? Queen of Wands. Okay. Whoever this is, I feel, Scorpio, you find them very beautiful, very abundant, very unique, a very unique personality. This also could be somebody who's connected to the occult or just sees life in a very different way and lives life, you know, walking to their own beat, you know. Can you show me energy for the sign of Scorpio with this situation moving forward here for Scorpio in this situation? Okay, first card popping out, you have deception here. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. We know that. I hope it's not to be continued, but we know that there has been deception here of some sort, even if it's deception of the self, lying to ourselves about our feelings. Show me more for the direction of this connection for Scorpio. Let go of control issues. This is the entire thing that I'm talking about here. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. It's like somebody like forcing themselves to not engage in something, you know, or they feel such depth of connection, yet they're forcing themselves to ignore it. And then here, past life relationship, you've known each other before. This is probably why it's so heavy, and that's why it probably like scared the shit out of you, Scorpio, or maybe was just very difficult to deal with. You know, with those past life relationships, it's like you've known this person before. You've felt their energy before. You've cycled with them before. You chose to enter into this life to play this exact relationship and this experience, you know, together. There's a growth period here. Relationships are all about growth, transformation, change, acceptance, understanding, new awareness. It's, you know, we get locked into the idea of the white picket fence and the car and the hot wife and the this and the that, and, you know, oh, lovey-dovey. Like, yeah, sure. But like, there's so many other aspects to life that we completely negate, you know, our awareness, our expansion, our connections with other people, how those connections create harmony in ourselves and our partners, how they honor the connections through, you know, lineages of time and connections through time. Like, there's a reason why you connected with this person, Scorpio. You know, they're here to bring acceptance into your life, and I feel honesty into your life. So this is what I have for you guys. You know, is there advice? I mean, I feel like I don't know if I need to give advice. Can you give me advice for Scorpio here? Tower in reverse here. Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more. Eight of Swords. One more for Scorpio, please. Jesus. Five of Swords. The Star. So it's like with that the Hierophant coming up, you know, it's wanting to connect in a deep way, wanting to bring stability, but then it's needing to heal first here with the Star. The Tower in reverse is wanting to go back to a situation that has basically fallen down. It's crumbled. It's no longer in existence here. I do want to say, though, with this energy too, for those on the receiving end of this, be conscious about communication, because sometimes the Tower in reverse can express somebody who does not completely tell the truth, or they're hiding certain things because it, you know, might seem uncomfortable or be uncomfortable for them to express, or they're just simply not wanting to talk about things, so they leave patches of information out. Be careful about that with somebody. With the Eight of Swords, this can communicate an energy of being stuck in your mind here, and I feel like that's this whole energy. It's like we need to heal. So remember, you are not the catalyst to this person's healing, but you can definitely help this partnership move forward. Even if you choose to be separate from this, there's still your soul partner energy, you know. You know, we have these resonance energies with people. And then we have the Five of Swords here. So it just, Five of Swords here, here, like Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. Like there's a lot of sword energy. It's a lot of emotional disconnect. And I feel like that's the thing. It's emotional disconnect, needing to connect with our emotions. Even if you're going to bottle this up, Scorpio, I want to warn you now, Venus is entering your sign come September. It's going to kick your ass if you don't make yourself open to this. Flush it out. Be aware. Be available to change here. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading is helpful. If you want to subscribe or like the video. It does help me when you guys like the videos. My views, like Scorpio's my only sign that like I get like a lot of views on. Like I used to have like, I don't know, 17,000, 30,000 views on each of my videos. Now I think like something happened after I had COVID last year. Like I took a break and like I couldn't upload with frequency. And like now I'm like in this algorithm purgatory. So like some of my other videos like get like 22 views, 50 views. I'm like, what happened? So I'm trying to build it up. But yes, if you like the video, it definitely makes it happen. And if you comment on the video, it points the algorithm to, I don't know, give me 2 thumbs up my butt. I don't know. I don't know how computers work, but it seems that that's the way to do it. So yes, there's that. If you want to donate to my channel, it greatly helps me and I appreciate it a lot. I do. And there's a link for that in the description box below, as well as the information to get in contact with me for a personal reading. So if those are of interest to you, any and all, I appreciate it. And I love you guys. And I wish you so much abundance and clarity in your heart and acceptance in your lives. So take care, Scorpios. Bye-bye.